Hello everybody, my name is Nocturne and today we are playing Warframe, even though I have nothing on the screen. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, you can hear me. I will be putting the game. I kind of forgot to do this. Give me a second. It should be showing now. Do I have game audio? Yes, I do. I have game audio. So, kind of don't know what to do today. I kind of don't know what to do. Let me do this just so I can hear myself. There we go. And I know I have audio. Yay! So we're gonna start by obviously. What? What? Hotfix inbound? Arthur's? Amir and Kaya message with radio may affect your time. Sorry, A. What? Huh? And don't tell me there's a hotfix right now that I'm gonna... What? Why is there a hotfix right now that I'm gonna start streaming? That's stupid.
Please select destination.
I don't even remember the last thing I was doing. I genuinely don't remember. I don't... Okay, so let me put it into context. The last time I played, I did the last update. Okay, there's an update inbound. I might need to leave and update my game because there's a hotfix. Okay, give me a second. I'll keep talking to you guys while I do this. Let me do this. So last time I played Warframe. It was for the... Hello, how are we? How are we? I hope you're doing quite well. It was for the update, and I did the story. After that, I haven't touched the game in quite a long time. I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm doing quite well. I normally do this, ask for you guys. Is deploying now? Wait, is he hotfixed now? Ah, did I open it? Oh my god, I'm quite dumb. And yeah, I haven't touched the games ever since. So, today we're gonna be doing a little bit of Warframe. Maybe not too long. Because, like, I don't know what to do. That's why I haven't been playing a lot of Warframe recently. It's because how often do you stream? I stream weekly. If you go to my Instagram, you will be able to see my stream schedule. Retry. What? Yeah. Nope. What? Okay. Warframe is fucking up. What is happening? I stream weekly. I'm trying a new schedule. I'm trying to see because my old schedule was 5 p.m. AST. Will be restarted shortly. Okay, no, what is happening? Okay, I'll just keep talking because the game is messing up, and give it some time. And yeah. Other than that, back to Warframe. I don't know what to do. That's why I haven't been playing it. I know people... I just dropped you a follow on Insta. Great. Nice. Thank you. Let me check here real quick. Just to see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Cool. Hey. Thank you. Man. I am dumb today. I'm very dumb today. Let's see if the game opens. So I know Ghostly has been asking me a lot to like play Warframe and all that stuff. It's really the reason why I haven't been playing. It's just that I don't know what to do next. I'm just waiting for big quest to drop so I can play it. Join the roulette, but it doesn't show the roulette. Wait, let me see, because it's doing this, right? And it's not showing. Let me go to stream elements real quick, because I added that today and it's not working. Chatbot overview timers roulette. Okay, join the roulette. Wait, isn't a counter? Let me see. Okay, I'm fixing everything currently. I'm trying to see if Warframe decides to fix as well. Media request. Okay, overlay elements. No sponsorship. No. Chat command points. Is it roulette? Roulette. Oh, it should be this then. Roulette. Oh. Let's see. There you go. What? What are you talking about? Alright. The game is opening. What do you mean I don't have points? It's my channel. Huh? That's weird. Okay, so I have to add that to the timer. So instead of roulette, it's roulette all. Roulette all. Okay. So there you go. That should be the correct thing. I fucked up. There we go. OBS should be recording everything now. I don't have points? What the fuck are you talking about? Wait. Let me check this. Let me test it over here where I do have points. Roulette all. What? I don't have any points? Man, my own Twitch bot is calling me broke. What? Restart? What? Okay, what is happening? Let me restart it. What is happening? Well, while I do this as well. Let me see what else. What else do I need that is desktop apps? Where is it? I had it. Modules. There we go. Bokik. It's 8-ball duel. Okay, you guys have a duel. Let's see if duel works. That's not how it works. Duel. Who's in chat right now? Can someone message in chat so I can see if duel works? Duel. I don't know. Nocturne. I'll just do it myself. Done. 5. You have 0 points. You bitch. I'm sorry. You bitch. Okay, so that's working. Let's do the 8-ball. Let's see if that one works. And I have to type it out. 2. That sucks. It's... Wait, 8-ball? 8-ball? Will I get my game working? Working. Let's see if this works. I'm just testing stuff, so Sure. Okay. Okay, I love it. The other live announcements. Viewer queue. Okay. All right. So we have everything in order now. Ghostly, are you in chat? Let me do at Ghostly. Meanwhile, while we wait for that, let's start some romancing. Alright. So, I haven't done this in a while, so they're pretty neglected. Wow! Emoticon. Do you know who that is? This is so cool! No, should I? Lol, mate. Even I know who that is, and that's not even my jam. Same! Haha, Arthur. ¿Hablas en serio? Who? Flair, the musician? I'm red! No shit, what gave it away? You aren't helping my case. They're Temple of Temple and the Rippers. Man, they're all over the news after what Victor did. Is everything okay? Okay. I have no idea what happened to Temple after that. I guess now we know, huh? It's nice to have an extra set of hands. Something tells me they might be more than meets the eye. That one. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing yet. Right, okay. Please, what? Fact is, we don't know how many more of us are there out there. There are out there. There we go. And our doors will be open to them until they prove otherwise. Talking about Nyx. Well, let me see if I remember. Eleanor. There we go. That's her name. I know names. Is everything okay on stream? Okay. Everything is showing perfectly. The kingdom you used to rule over Deviri. You didn't invent it, did you? I did and didn't. The place and the characters came from a children's book I used to love. I used to love Tales of Deviri. I brought it to life through the void. Okay. However did you achieve that? I was all alone. I guess the other kids were dead or rescued. I'm kinda hazy on the details. It wasn't exactly. I guess this one. The angels are coming, breaking through the walls, and I had nowhere to run. I had the book. Then I would just remember thinking, this is where I can be safe. Angels? In this time, angels are thought as benevolent creatures, terrifying sometimes, but on the side of good, unless you mean fallen ones. That hasn't really changed in my time. Angels are meant to be winged, shining creatures from the old stories who help good humans. I'm talking about void angels. They're a whole different beast. I see. I can't imagine something called a void angel swooping down and blessing a newborn babe. So far as I can make out, they used to be people. When the angel's song reached them, they start to change. Once they can't resist anymore, they become angels themselves. Boom, boom. The future as you describe it sounds bloody horrible. I can't blame you for wanting to hide away from these void angels, especially if they were. Oh, I just got a feeling they weren't your parents, were they? I'm fairly certain my parents are dead. They could have been. Other kids heard their parents calling. I think they were, yeah. Quinn warned me not to look for familiar voices. That must have been what he meant. I'm sorry. I'm glad you found safe harbor, even if it didn't stay that way. It was safe for a long time, long enough for me to forget. I guess that's what I wanted to do. But how on earth did you do it? You were only a child. What gave you the power to conjure an entire kingdom out of nothing? Children are fascinating in the fact that they don't know what they can't do yet. I didn't know I couldn't, so I did. I had many emotions all at once that I just did something with them. It's hard to explain. The void isn't nothing. I know it sounds like it should be, but it's not. Albrecht proved that. I guess this one's the logical answer. When I was 5, I wanted to be a witch. I yelled abracadabra, jumped from the top of the stairs. I didn't know I couldn't fly, but I quickly found out. The power to create Duviri must have come from somewhere out there other than you. You used it to do something incredible, but it wasn't yours. Not at first, anyways. It's in you, though the wild energy, the loops in time, gods, you're a wonder. Why ever did the Oracle think it was a good idea to launch a ship full of children into the void? Wasn't that an emotional time bomb waiting to go off? That's what that book of stories was meant to be for. On the surface, it was all about these over-the-top characters in the court of a mad king who changed his moods every day. There we go. But the real lessons of these stories was about how to rule over your emotions. We were meant to learn an important lesson from it, so the voyage would be safe. Oh, sorry, but you've ruined it for me now. What? Why can't stories just be stories? I hated it when I found out that Rudolfo the Leopard King, who died heroically in battle with the Zodiac Serpent, was meant to be Sol with his sunspots suffering on the Star Tree. Smuggling religion into kids' books is like hiding medicine inside sweets. Just tell them. I want to hear the story of Rudolfo the Leopard King someday. Please no. It's not a real legend. It's It's a terrible series of children's books. I could tell you some of our real legends though, if you like. I like that. Let's see. There's Arthur. And of course, good old Arthur, the original, Britannia's finest. Then there's young Loxley. I loved her. I wanted to be her. She was the model for a certain kind of young woman. What's her story? Okay, potted version. She was the daughter of a nobleman back in the old days when the land was suffering under a cruel king. Her brother had been killed off fighting in foreign climes, but word hadn't reached home yet. So when the poor oppressed people needed a hero, she rose to the occasion. I thought you hated heroes. She gets a pass. Shut up. As I was saying, she looked a lot like her brother, so she dressed up in his old clothes and pretended to be him and went off to lead a revolution. If anyone got too close, they might have noticed she was a girl, but so she took to wearing a hood. It became her trademark. She was shit hot with a bow and arrow. She and her crew became this beloved band of outlaws, robbing from the king's tax collectors and giving the money to whoever needed it most. Sounds like she would have commanded respect in her own way. Why'd she need to pretend to be her brother? That's history for you. Back then, men supposedly did all the fighting, so they did the ruling too. People expected to take orders from men. She needed to draw on her brother's reputation to do what she had to do. It was that or go under. I'm not sure if we'll fix what happened to her in the end. It depends on which version of the story you read. She either got called straight to the Hall of Heroes, or married the king's wayward daughter, or got trapped in an oak tree where she sleeps to this day, waiting for Britannia's hour of need. Hence the saying back home, if things go badly, like they were during the war, it's tradition to shrug and said, well, it can't be that bad. Young Loxley's not turned up yet. Okay, that was incredible wholesome. Hey, do you want to play Fables and Fables and Frontiers with Amira and I? I think it'll be fun. Hey Arthur, Amir is putting together a game of Fables and Frontiers. Sorry, and it mean a lot to both of us if you join. Why? Why is it so important? I think it'd be a lot of fun and a good bonding experience for all of us. He feels like the odd man out, the non-military one, the nerd, kind of on the outside. It'd mean a lot to him if we all sat down and played one of his games. I think it would be fun, actually. Yeah, I think it would be fun and a good bonding experience for all. We have... Aww. So the other one was the correct one. Damn it. So, how did you end up getting involved with the whole Arthur / Hex thing? You seem to really hate Entrati. Why? I think this is a better question. Somos hermanos. Arthur and I, we go way back. Oh shit. We go way back. I promised to follow him anywhere. Seems like he meant to the edge of Mictlan. We were stationed together in the same base. Him in the Britannic and me in the Libertarian Army. Different countries, same enemy. Same enemies. I was the field medic for my regiment. We were deployed in next to his. The place went real cagadero. There we go. I said it real fast. Most of my crew didn't make it. Most of his didn't either. We held each other together. Literally. I stitched his arm up good. When he retired and went into the ICR, I followed him without a question. I was sick of all the drama that goes on in the army anyway. Then what? How did you get to be... Get to be what, babas? Monstros? I was going to say Hex. Hate that name. The Bruja picked it. I don't recall voting on it. Equis. Not worth fighting over. Doesn't change what we are. Just twisted sign experience. Lab rats. You're a far cry from a lab rat, Letty. Well, I think rats are intelligent, social, adorable, wonderful animals. Sí, bien jugado. But it doesn't mean they should be allowed to spread their diseases. A lab rat isn't blamed for the things the scientists force on them. See, you understand? That Entrati cabron deserved to die a slow and painful death, and I hope I get to be the one that delivers him to La Flaca personally. Pero, it's not a story I'm telling today. Too much shit to do, and too much shit in that story for today. Back to work for both of us. Alright. Let's go. I don't know what to make. I don't know what to make fuck me. I don't know about this whole make them warframes thing. Lol, it seems kinda egotistical to put yourself into a game. Arthur's self-insert nonsense, right? Kinda self-aware there for a second. Alright, well, you could copy the physiques, but change the designs. Make them something vampires or something. Sure, but it's your game. You get to do what you want. Maybe it'll help you cope with the trauma, though. Yeah. Eleanor will love it. Lol, she would. Vampires. Yeah, or vampire hunters. I love that pinball game. Anyway, and always wish there was more lore behind it. Yeah, so, like, super sexy vampire hunters. Okay, buddy. You're talking my game now. Was I supposed to stream at 4 p.m.? No, I streamed at 3. This week is at 3. I still have the old alarm on. I fucking forgot to turn it off. I stream at 3, right? This week? Oh god. Am I streaming in the incorrect time? No, I stream at 3. Holy. That was incredible. Shit. Or maybe there's one vampire that's a good guy. I can't pick. You pick. Neither. Make it about cowboys versus flying sharks and set in a universe that may be entirely made out of candy. Vampire hunters. Totally warframes. It'll be good for you. Dude, these are difficult decisions. Now, me personally, I would say sexy vampires. Sexy vampire hunters all the way. I'm sorry, I'm moving my table. Give me a second. There we go. Fine. Now I'm stuck all the way in. Sorry about all the noise my table is making. Now me, personally, I would obviously choose sexy vampire hunters. No surprise there. But what would be the correct answer? Vampire hunters. Vampires! Gonna give them some sick-ass whips and shit. But also atomocycles, because vampire hunters on atomocycles are just cool. There we go. Thanks, buddy. You're welcome, brother. Hey, Aoi, you like Amir, right? You're a fan of games, right, Aoi? What kind? Amir's trying to get a game of Fables and Frontiers together. It's a board game where everyone makes a characters and plays pretend. Amir's trying to get together a game of Fables and Frontiers together. It's a game where we all tell a story and use chance to add some excitement. Ooh, what would Aoi like? I feel like she would go with the cutesy, I want to create my character, you know? But, I'll do this one. What kind of play pretend? Are people gonna make fun of me for playing? It's just a silly game, a waste of time, but I'm trying to be nice. If they do, they'll have to get through me. Who cares? It'll be fun, and it'll mean a lot to Amir. Count me in. Oh, do you think he'll let me play a character that has pets? Lol, I think you can play as a druid. Yeah, they have familiars like cats and things. I think it'll mean the world to Amir to have everyone around the table playing. He's like me, a big heart. Let's go to Quincy. Quincy, quick question. How much social currency have I earned with you? There you go. Let's make it really busy. I spy with my little eye a favor about to be asked for, lol. What's up, Famlin? Famlin? Amir's putting together a tabletop game, and it's an excuse for all of us to hang out and be together. Laugh, hang out, drink, eat some snacks, have a good time. And it'd mean a lot to him. I know it's dorky shit, I know dorky shit isn't your speed, but I bet you'd have more fun than you think. You would if you tried it. I'll take this. Don't tell him I said this, but I think he looks up to you in secret. Don't tell him I said this, but it's fucking obvious. And any excuse to get off patrol. Hero boys, okay, with this nonsense. Amir got the go-ahead. Of course he did. He would. Anything for his little psychic in tights. Fucking Owlman. And Sparrows. Fucking Owlman and Sparrows right there. Fine. I'll play this stupid game. But if it sucks, I'm out. Get me? And you owe me a favor for it. Okay, I guess I owe a favor for it. Let's go here and talk about... Can we talk? Sure, but if it's about yesterday, can we pick up another topic? I was in a bad mood. I'd rather not go from where we left off. That's fine. Okay, but... Okay. That's fine. Can I ask you what brought you to Helvania? Got the weirdest call one day from some slithery little shitbird preening on his feathers and puffing himself up like he was trying to prove something, telling us all about how important he was, how this city was failing and losing faith, and how he could help him in his noble cause to set it straight. He really thought he had an idea of who he was talking to. Best part, he claimed he was a fan. Nothing worse in this world than watching idiots misuse your words for their own goals. So of course we said yes, mainly because I knew we had to piss that little shitbird off and show him just how tiny his dick actually is. Wish I'd believed the tabloids about the whole weird plague thing though. That was pretty effing shit. You caught the Tedrock? 0 out of 5 stars. Would not visit again. As I'm lying there in the tour bus, there's a knock on the door. And Trotty? Ding ding ding. Psh, you know how the story goes. Magical mystery cure promises me that I'll become a performer that the likes of which the world would never see, the world has never seen, etc., etc. That shitbird wanted a concert. Well, he got all right. He got one all right. Now my stage characters always been a bit much. Always been me with the volume cranked up as high as I could. But now, it was like I was running higher than the clouds, running on some kind of juice that I didn't even know existed. Void's one hell of a drug. What? Never mind. Continue. Standing on the stage, the new me, I felt alive, truly alive, more than I'd ever felt before. It was glorious, freeing. I felt like I was flying. We gave Hovania a concert they'd never forget. That shitbird wanted us to give them hope and faith. We did, in themselves. Next thing we know, they're flipping Scoundra trucks and pulling over statues. Ha ha ha. That little shitbird was so pissed. Should have known it would have costed us. Well then, I heard. Yeah. Couldn't stop them. Too many of them. Versus me. I see you chewing through them like candy. Me over here, like a baby giraffe figuring out where its legs are supposed to be. Couldn't do much except just watch them die. Shipbird did it on national TV too. Crowing about the ratings like it was something to be proud of. I hate that people like that exist. I'm so sorry, Flair. I am so sorry. Some things just happen. I'm not the first or the last person that's to suffer a tragedy in this world. Everywhere you look, someone's lost somebody. Love and grief are what defines us. If we don't experience them, worse things happen. You know? I'd rather it happen without senseless slaughter. But yeah. Touche. But, random thought. While we're talking about my transformation, the infestation when it try ingests someone with a strain of it, how much of it is it determined by the strain? Shit, sorry about that. Really? How old is this Instagram account? I'm not replying to that. Oh my god. Yeah, I will just keep doing my stream. I'm streaming right now. Where did I left? How much of it is the person he injected it into? How much is nature and how much is nurture? It's different for warframes and protoframes. It seems to be different for warframes and protoframes. I don't care if you're making it up. It's all I've got. Please hurry. Just in case. Just in case what? No. Just please explain it. Explain what you were talking about, please. Alright. So I think for warframes, they subsume The full personality sans bits and pieces here and there, but the strains that Entrati is using to make proto-frames come from those warframes. You're a mix of both yourself and those original warframes the strain is coming from. So she isn't me. Oh, thanks, Soul. Oh, thanks, Soul. You have no idea how much of a relief that is to hear. Here's this she again. Who's she? A problem we're going to need to solve. I'm sorry for what's about to happen to you. What? Yikes. Yikes. How has Leon ever scared you? Comment ka? In what way do you mean? Disable all conversations about self-harm. You will not lose any chemistry points with any character. But I'm gonna miss out on lore. The fuck? I guess it would make sense for stream, but honestly at this point I played Doki Doki on its entirety. You guys know what happens in Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm not afraid to put this kind of content out because it is something that does need to be talked about more, and I do always promote getting help. I will say this now. I promote getting help. Not me, but Rogue has given my Discord server a lot of avenues to find ways to get help for mental or self-harm reasons. I will always make this clear whenever conversations like this come to fruition. I am an advocate of getting help because I was there. I needed help. I got it a little bit later than I should have, but I got it nonetheless. And, well, I'm gonna try and get it again for different reasons. No worries, no self-harm thoughts, just reasons regarding gender-related issues. I'm gonna try and figure myself out. So, you guys know that I have the trans flag on my Overwatch profile, and really wherever I can put it, I will. So I am trying to figure myself out. Anyways, that he might harm himself past the point of no return someday. Do you ever feel unsafe in his presence? That he might harm you without realizing? This one. It is an uncomfortable subject, pardon, but I do not know how to speak of it without twisting myself into a knot. But I will do my best. I assume you ask out of concern for him. The warframe that was given to him, he was given. The serum is to... Wait, what? The serum is known to well. It's fairly obvious that from looking at him, no offense. Well, I'll do this one. I'm just concerned that he might take it too far someday. Yes. It's a hard thing I fear to speak of, for I know it is something that I should not be. I wish to stop him, to protect him, for oh, give me a second, Marie. I read slow. To protect him from this desire, of his to do himself harm. If there's one thing I know of Leo to be certain is that he will always be there when he is needed. He is the greatest protector. Oh, fuck me. I don't know French, so I'm skipping it. I'm not butchering French. I'm not doing that. That's disrespectful. So I'm skipping it. But you can read it on the screen if you know French. The shining light in the darkness of the night. The reason why I try to read German is because I know Rogue will help me if I mispronounce something. I don't have a French person here to help me if I mispronounce something. So that's why I'm not reading it. There you go. And Spanish, well, Spanish is my second language. Even though I speak it poorly. I even speak English poorly. You know that I speak Spanish. Yeah. Do I even have that as a thing? Change info. Let me see. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Where did I leave? The shining light in the darkness of the night. The pain he inflicts upon himself, he does to hear his own thoughts, to feel his own body. For the sky is filled with stars, and each of them whisper to him, and he, like Lua herself, would be lost among them. And like Lua, he goes through his phases, becomes consumed by the void, only to shine so bright that we all may walk in the darkness without fear. But like all blessings, it comes with a curse. Do I make sense? I fear I am only rambling. I understand what you're saying, but I can't condone him hurting himself. I lost someone once. Hello? Yes? Well, I'm... Alright. I was just informed that I have to do a short stream, so after I finish this, I will be ending stream. But don't worry, next week I will be playing Warframe again, doing some side quests and all that stuff. All that juicy stuff. I lost someone once to that kind of self-harm. I can't condone it. You're making perfect sense. I just wish I could help him. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I did not know. I'm so very sorry. What a pathetic matter of platitudes and prayers I could offer you. A pathetic manner of platitudes and prayers I could offer you would feel empty, and I am certain. For what condolences could someone you barely know give? That could serve as a balm to a tragedy such as that. You lost this soul. This soul you lost, of which you speak of. Were you close to them? Were they close to you? Yes. Is this why you seek to ensure that Leon does not befall the same fate, or just simply the topic itself that upsets you? I need to be I need to be certain that Leon doesn't suffer. I mean, yeah, as a friend, I wouldn't want him to suffer. Of course. Can I tell you a story of someone I knew who did the same, or would you rather we go our separate ways? Can we talk about, I think I'd like to hear about them. I was born into a rich family, which might surprise you. The high class, I'm gonna say I think it's high, I don't know, who are closer to the Oregon than not. But then when I was born, I was deformed with fuck French. Not to have that, could not have that. There were appearances to maintain, standards to be kept. So what was to be done? Poor malformed Marie? What with poor malformed Marie? I was brought to la city de la Lumiere, where certainly I would perish upon the streets, abandoned to die. How old were you? 6, 7? The devs did this on purpose. The devs did this on purpose. The devs did this on purpose. This is the second time this week I say 6, 7. Oh my god. God damn it. Dude, why did they do this to me? In their eyes, they had tried their best to mend me for years. Tutors to teach me to walk, braces, footwear. Jesus Christ, I'm sweating all over. They were tired of the burden, so barely even able to read and write with numbers or letters. I found myself in the muck. That's horrible. That's actually horrible. How did you survive? How did you survive? What made me indesirable? I don't know French. I wish I knew French to read this. Then a child with periods. I could earn more in a day with open palms than they could rob in a week. And I was always what? I was always to share. What? So I had many friends who would look out for me, take care of me. One of them was a big brother named Hugo. Jesus Christ, Marie, please, let me read. He was a bit of the leader of the pack, and he always made sure no one picked on me, and I had all I needed. He even helped me to build. I don't know what that says. You might call them crutches. That I could use to drag myself about with bits of wood we scavenged. One morning we went to wake him up, and we found him. I will spare the details. I'm certain you can guess. Shit. I'm certain you can guess. but he left us a note. It was barely legible. He was the only one of the other kids who knew his letters, and I had to read it to the others. I remember still how my voice choked, but I had to stay strong because even then I knew that I had a duty to the others. Hugo had always seemed so happy to us. They said to me, fuck. French. Boom. French. Always meeting life with a laugh and a sneer. Even, where was I? Even when we were chased away or he was beaten with a stick for theft or loitering, it did not seem to bother him. But we never knew the depths of the pain others feel in their hearts. And in that letter, I knew he wept with Lua. But that he was now at peace, at her side. For a time, I resented him for leaving, for the others looked to me for guidance, and I resented him for abandoning me. But over time, I came to understand the truth of it. We can only forgive ourselves for being human, and we can forgive and forgive ourselves for fuck me, dude. I can't read. I'm trying my best, I swear. Please believe me. What is this? Okay. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so sorry for all you who have joined. I'm gonna do a short stream because I have to deal with some personal issues. We can only forgive ourselves for being human and forgive ourselves for the pain of their leaving. For it is their absence that hurts us, and the thought that we could not do more to aid them. The burden that others carry are never ours to know, and that is the great tragedy. That is a great tragedy, but it is what it means to be human. I do not know if this story aided you, but I can only pray that it did. I must go. Monsieur Lloyd is calling. Thank you, Murray. You are most welcome. And French. There we go. So yeah. We're gonna continue the stream next week. We're gonna finish that. I have to leave. I'm sorry. So it has to be a short stream. I'll look for someone to raid right now. Please remember to follow my different socials. The YouTube, the Instagram, the TikTok, and the Discord. You know it. We all know it. Please, please, please remember to support the Thankmas campaign either by word of mouth or by back to Twitch by donating. It would be greatly appreciated. We are trying to raise $100 in my campaign, but overall we're trying to raise 3 million for Make-A-Wish. It is a great thing to support. You absolutely should love it. And yeah, I will look for someone to raid. Other than that, I'm sorry for the really short stream, but I had to deal with personal things, and they are more important right now than streaming. So yeah, unfortunate, but hey, I do want to continue. Warframe. Even though I don't know what to do, I still have some side quests I can do. Other than that, I guess we just do the side quests and some of the things. Okay, Leah's still streaming. So yeah. Well, good morning, good evening, and good night. Thank you all so much for coming to today's stream. I hope you